Everyone, I'm not going to lie, my nerves just kicked in because I saw people just started popping in. So this is going to be the largest group that I've ever done this with. Usually it's about 5 or 10 people. But it's great to see a lot of your amazing faces and smiles and everyone. So welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Troy. I am a meditation practitioner and mindfulness instructor. I included inside the link that Rachel put for this invite, you should have access to some mindful meditation handouts. There's one that's basically a real good one that I'm going to talk real quickly. It's a 3-step mindfulness worksheet, and then we're going to do a breathing practice at the very end. I know we only have about less than 14 minutes left in this session to kind of talk about that. I've given you some handouts. If there are specific things that you're looking for when it comes to mindful meditation or looking at just being mindfulness and everything, feel free to reach out to me. I've got a whole storeroom filled. And when I say that's in my Google Drive, a lot of ways to practice and how to do this. The one thing I always say is come in open-minded whenever you do mindfulness. There is no right or wrong way to do it. The key thing is always, I tell everyone, is the best way to become mindful is just focus on your breathing. That's really where it is. That'll bring you to the present moment and bring you to that present time. So we are always on autopilot. I don't know how many of you probably pay attention to when you you're driving in the car. You don't even pay attention to when you left the house to when you get to the school or to your business or to your office. It's that autopilot. We really got to be very careful about that because sometimes we're missing in the moment. But they also say that's part of being mindful, is that you're in that moment, you're in the trance. The other thing is you want to become aware of your breath. So with our business, in our industry, we are high anxiety. There's a lot of stress and everything that goes on. Take a minute or two, 5 minutes at the most. You can find everyone can always sacrifice at least 1 or 2 minutes throughout the day just to focus on their breathing. And there's different ways. You don't have to sit down. You don't have to lie down. You can stand and do this. You can go outside and walk with nature. There's a whole different way of how to bring yourself into the mindful space and bringing yourself to that action. And then, of course, it's just expanding your awareness, the outward. So that's recognizing any triggers like your emotions, what's causing you to get angry, what happened, what are you feeling the tensions in, right? I mean, it happens to the daily. We're all human beings. And so that's one thing that you're going to notice is that sometimes tension, I can tell you that when I get tense, it's right here on my neck. And that's where I recognize it. And that's when I'm like, okay, I got to take a step back. I've got to relax because I'm allowing that emotion to start rising up to brings that tension into my body. So what I want to do is I want to do one of my favorite that I love to do. This is more of like a grateful and gratitude kind of breathing. It's very simple. It's a simple exercise. We're going to do some breathing exercises, which basically is we're going to inhale for 4 seconds, and then we're going to exhale. But when we exhale, we're going to bring in those 4 deep breaths in. All right. I want you to really feel the air filling up your lungs, bringing it in from the abdomen all the way in, just really bringing that air in. And then when we exhale, we're just going to force it out. So here's an example. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're just going to push it out. The reason I love that because it pushes that tension out of your body, right? It pushes that tension out of your body. So we'll do several rounds of that kind of breathing. Then we will place our hand on our heart just to feel our heartbeat and be grounded in the moment and being present here and being grateful. And so when we do that, you can bring up things that you're grateful for in this day, grateful for things in your life as we place our hand on our heart. And then we're going to release any stress, any anxiety, any tension through our bodies. And that's going to be we'll take again our 4 deep breaths in. And then when we let out, we're going to do our fun thing that I love this. If we're going to go, we're going to sigh it out. And when we sigh it out, we're releasing whatever is on our mind at the moment, whatever we're dealing with in our life at this current time. So every sigh is we're leaving that emotion and going from there. So you can do this standing, you can do this sitting. If you want to lie down, you can lie down, whatever is comfortable for you. But I want you to get yourself release and just go ahead and get yourself relaxed. I'll give you a few seconds to really find that relaxing moment, that relaxing posture. If you're sitting down, you want to try to your spine to stand up straight. If you're standing, you want to have your feet, bend your knees, please make sure, because you don't want to pass out. If going from there. All right, so we're going to start in. What I want us to do, you can close your eyes if you choose to, or you can keep them open. It's whatever is going to be best preference for you, and I'll guide you through this meditation. All right, so what we'll do now is we're going to ground ourselves. We're going to bring ourselves to the present moment. We're going to focus and breathe deep 4 breaths, and then when we let out, we're just going to shoot it out, push it out. Every time we let out our air, we're releasing any tension, any stress, any frustrations that we may be dealing with, or any things that are going through our thoughts and bringing them forward into our mind and shooting them out. So let's take our 4 deep breaths in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And then when we release, we're going to shoot it out. Exhale. Let's do that again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. And exhale. Let's do it again. In. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and then exhale. Let's do one more. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold, and then exhale. Now, as we bring ourselves into this calming moment, let's take our hand and place it over our hearts to feel our heartbeat. When you feel that heartbeat, bring the things to your mind that you are grateful for this day, for in your life, things that may have not happened yet that you'll be grateful for, or things that have happened in the past that you are grateful for. Take a few and just feel that heartbeat. Being grateful for that beat that brings us life, keeps us still and grounded in our world. That heartbeat that is unique because it is us. Just feel that heartbeat. Allow your breathing to be natural. If any thoughts or any distractions come in, welcome them. Acknowledge them and release them. Feel that heartbeat. Feel when you breathe in naturally how the heartbeat adjusts itself with every breath. Bringing that peace and that calmity through our body. Embrace in this moment, being present, being grateful for the life that you have and who you are. And now we're going to do our deep breathing of 4, the count of 4. And when we release, we're going to release with a huge sigh. And when we release that sigh, we're releasing any tension, anything that we may be worrying or is on our mind of this day, and just releasing it out into the universe, clearing and making space for peace, for joy, for happiness. So let's take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Bringing in that new life and that new energy. And when we release, we're going to sigh it out and exhale. With every sigh, we're releasing that emotional stress that may be holding within us. Whatever is on our mind today, we're releasing it. Let's take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Bringing that new energy in, and let's exhale with our sigh. We'll do it 2 more times. Let's breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Breathing in that new fresh air that rejuvenates our cells and our body. And release. One more time. And in this one, make it really filling, really strong, and really good. Great deep breathing. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. Feeling that love, that rejuvenating energy in our body flowing through our cells and our muscles, releasing any tension, and release with a huge sigh. And when you're ready, you can come back in and open your eyes into the present moment. That is a simple practice that you can take. It doesn't matter. You can take 2 minutes, 3 minutes, really define and refine it to what's going to work for you. Bringing in, that's one of my favorite ones, especially when the day's getting stressed out. Go out for a walk out, just take it. You can do that while you're breathing, while you're walking. You can just do those breathing exercises, really feeling it. You can take those deep exhales of sighs and just letting them out and releasing it. And always bring yourself to the present. Look outside your window. If you have an office window, just appreciate everything that is out there. And like I said, there's several great gratitude handouts that I've applied inside this link. That's thanks to Rachel, she was able to attach them. But like I said, if there's something very specific that you're looking for, feel free to reach out to me, because I've got a whole plethora of meditation and breathing practices, mindfulness activities. And like I said, there's so many different ways that sometimes mindfulness is not just breathing practices. There's so much to it. It's out like walking out in the nature, holding a leaf, enjoying the food that you're eating. I mean, I can give you many, many different examples, and I know our time is short here, but I wanted to really do that breathing exercise, because that's really what you can do in your office or in your privacy or when you're just on your own. All right. Are there any questions? Rachel?
That was great. Thank you so much, Troy. Really appreciated that. And so everyone knows, that was just a little preview for Troy's longer session on Thursday from, I think we did 4 to 4:30. So or maybe it's 4:30, I'll have to look at my calendar invite. But if you don't have that invite already and you would like to get more of this good stuff, just sign up on our virtual wellness fair link. I'll put that in the chat box here. Or you can shoot me an email and I can send you that calendar invite as well. Lots of good jobs coming in, Troy.
And everyone, thank you so much. On Thursday, I will get a little bit more into different practices. I know, like I said, we only have a couple more minutes, but on Thursday, that's when I'll give a little bit more, because we'll have a little bit more time to really talk about like how to promote it in your school. I know a lot of people talk about that or really bring that in. So I'll cover more on that on Thursday. I know, Rachel, you're probably recording it, so that will also be available if you miss on Thursday. If you're not able to attend it, just reach out to me and I can give you the resources for that as well. And then, like I said, you can probably see that on the YouTube on Thursday or after it's recorded.
Perfect. And I just put the attendance sheet in there one more time for anyone that might have missed it. Make sure to go in and insert a comment next to your name with your initials. You don't have editing privileges, but you do have commenting. So get your name in there, so you'll be in the prize drawing at the end of the week. We have another mindfulness with Michael over at Montfort tomorrow, mindful eating specifically. So make sure to check that actually move that one to 1 o'clock. Check that one out tomorrow, and we will see you there. And I'll hang out here a couple minutes in case anyone has questions. I'll stop the recording though. Thanks, everyone.